me to discuss this is
Joy Ugben. It is a program that discusses various national and international matters.
A Nigerian should be able to live and work in a hospitable and safe environment in the north or south or east or west of Nigeria.
We cannot have a country where politicians do things and get away with them and expect that the citizens will do otherwise.
Daily Communion for the love of God and neighbor.
Welcome to Daily Communion on Catholic Television, a program that integrates various aspects of life, talking about spirituality, politics, leadership, business, and societal dynamics. And we are reaching you from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. I am Nelly Frank.
and my name is Arthur Ejiofor. Good morning.
We are not alone in the studio today on Daily Communion. We have some people with us. All right, Arthur, who do we have here?
Yeah, we have a special guest here today. We have a gentleman from the top consultant with the Diamond Project. His name is Tokumbo Adebumi. Tokumbo, you're welcome. And with Tokumbo here, we also have a beautiful lady here to talk from the Diamond Project, and her name is Sandra or Hanu. Sandra, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So, Sandra, we'll take from you. Hey, tell us about the Diamond Project.
Thank you very much for that question. The Diamond Project is an international organization that seeks to help Nigerians and other individuals to live out their true potential and become the ultimate version of themselves through capacity building, mentorship, and wealth creation.
Wow, that's great. We understand the situation in the country, a lot of hardship, people are complaining, high physical and monetary policy that is tightening the economy. Now, how would this mentorship affect those that you intend to mentor?
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's start from the definition. Basically, not trying to get a shortcut to life. It's basically compressing time for somebody because you have learned the ropes. Alright, something that should naturally take you 5 years. When you have a mentor, it takes you probably 1 year or even 5 months. Alright, so in our project, we have programs, we have a lot of modules that have been put together to expand the mind and the capacity of every Nigerian that engages with them. Okay, these programs have been fine-tuned, they've been tested, they've been tried, and they've been over many years. And we've seen that. I am the product of that. We've seen that I'm able to elaborate and expand the mind of people that engage with them. So in this particular economy, we believe that instead of having to wait 5 years to learn something, if you engage with a project, it compresses it for you, and in 1 year, what should have taken you 5 years to learn, you get to know it. And then that shortening of the time makes you a better person within that confines of time. So that's how we believe this mentorship can help Nigerians.
This, I want to believe, is you use skills to empower people, if I'm not mistaken. For me as a young person, depending on white-collar jobs. Sorry, every day I talk to young people, I say do not only depend on the white-collar job. These jobs are not even enough to go around. So I want to look at the project you're doing as a means of empowering young people and the general Nigerians to see how they can get on better with their life. So please, models, what is the innovative ways and creative ways you have put together to impact on the people positively?
Thank you very much for that. All right, I'm going to try and put it together as quickly as possible because the modules are quite expansive, and we cannot exhaust all of that here this morning. All right, so we have modules because we believe that human interactions is extremely important. The project will help you, will groom you in such a way that you know how to get emotional intelligence. You know, you interact with somebody, you can be able to read the person and know, oh, this is what this person can do and this is what this person wants. Okay, so having to stay within the four walls of a classroom may not give you what we call emotional intelligence, but the modules we have will impact you with emotional intelligence, because we are creating a workforce of voluntary army, people that are not being paid, people that are not being schooled, we are not being, we are structured, but because it's voluntary army, emotional intelligence will help you to be able to get people that will sign up and line up for what you believe in. So we believe that this is one of the modules that we teach. Another module that we teach is entrepreneurial skills, and top of that list is what we call leverage.
Okay.
Leverage is a concept that a lot of people are engaging with. People don't understand it very well. But leverage is simply you using tools, using people, using systems to increase your results, to increase your outcome, to increase your income, more than what you would ordinarily have been able to achieve with your time and effort alone. So leverage is building a community of people that are doing one thing at a time. Somebody said something, I think it was 𝐂𝐶, one of the richest men in America. He said, I would rather have 1% of the effort of 100 people than have 100% of my own effort. So those are the concepts we are teaching. We are teaching emotional intelligence, we are teaching leverage. In fact, a deep understanding of leverage system. Yes.
All right, I think this sounds different for me. When I heard them, Arthur, I was actually thinking it's one of these multinational level marketing, all those Ponzi skills and all that. And I don't know.
Yeah, can you differentiate, because the viewers at home might want to know. A lot of people invite you to seminars, and at the end of it all, it has to do with multi-level marketing. But in your case, there is something you mentioned about health, and you involvement in health, because for you to be self-sufficient, you first of all have to be healthy. Tell us about the health aspect of your project.
Thank you very much. I was expecting that. Thank you so much. All right. This is the part I love so much. Okay, because we believe that our health is our greatest wealth.
Correct.
And I can quickly tie it together like saying that we are what we eat. Majority, I'm not a doctor, okay, but majority of the things, the illnesses that a lot of people have are largely due to what they are not supposed to be that they are eating, or what they are supposed to eat that they are not eating. So our projects are looked at it and said, no matter how successful you are, if you are not healthy, your impact will be limited. So we decided to say we need to find a way of supplementing, optimizing our health through supplementation of our nutrition. So we have our products, supplements, that when you become part of this project, they are given to you as souvenirs, as mementos, for you to use and become healthy. Now, for example, you know that WHO says every adult needs at least 400 grams of fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. But how many of us, let's be frank, how many of us have the time to combine broccoli with apple, with cucumber on a daily basis? So scientists came together and they put all of these things into capsules. And when you pop one capsule in your mouth, you get all the nutritional benefits you need in a day. Alright, so our projects, once you become part of it, we will give you those supplements to use. You don't sell them, you use them and you become healthy. So therefore, you become a total person, health and wealth.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct. All right. It's really a multi-level marketing and project. And if yes, is it like every other thing we have seen, like the permit me to call those names and all that? Are you like them?
No, not at all. Now, if you're going to use the word multi-level, somebody said something like, is it a pyramid? Now, if you're going to use that word, I would say it's an universe.
Okay.
Now, in life, generally, almost everything is a pyramid. Okay. Now, in the military, you have people at the hierarchy, and they have people down there. But in our projects, it is not like that, because everybody starts from the same ground zero, and then you build up. Now, multi-level, in a sense, is when somebody thinks, oh, you go and get this and go and get that, and they join together and then you go. No, that's in our system, it's not like that. Absolutely not. Because you have tangible benefits that you gain. In fact, if you come join me today, you, by the process of trade that we give to you, you will accelerate, you can be better than I am in a couple of months. Yeah, overtaking is allowed. So that's why we don't see it as multi-level marketing like every other person does, where the people at the top only makes all the gain. In this system, no, that's not it.
Perfect.
Well, I would like to ask Sandra. Sandra, how long has the Diamond Project been on in Nigeria?
Okay, we've been on for 9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
Okay. And what has been the success rates, the success level?
Well, if I'm to give the success rates, we are at least 70% successful.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what have been the benefits of this to people who are striving to be self-sufficient and the economic viability of this project?
Okay. You know, like I said, the Diamond Project actually seeks to help individuals live out their true potential. So one of the things it has helped in the rates, in the success rate, is self-discovery. A lot of youth have discovered themselves some certain talents and skills that they thought they were not able to have. They've been able, all those skills that dormant skill has been harnessed. Then in the area like he mentioned, my colleague mentioned on leverage, through that aspect, they've been able to, have a better relationship with people, how to communicate with them, and at the same time, make money from it. Normally, when maybe your fashion designer sews a cloth for you and all of that, and someone likes it, we say, oh, who made this for you? And all of that, you can just make reference and say, okay, this person made it for you, and all of that, and you don't get to be paid for that act. But what the Diamond Project does is that, okay, this is where I saw fish, come and see where I got fish, and once you refer them, you get paid. So that's one of the ways you can actually expand your
business. It sounds like multi-level marketing, where you refer somebody and you get paid, and the viewers at home want to know what's the difference between this and where you have to get a referral to get paid. And you talked about people making money in the Diamond Project. Can you give us a practical example of how people make money in the Diamond Project?
All right, like I mentioned, sir, basically, what this project is all about is mentorship. But if you want to, you can still gain from the business aspect, because as you plug into the system, you tend to gain health optimization, and with that, if you're also introducing other persons to it, telling them, okay, I'm living a healthy life, I've been in terms of skill, these are the things I've gotten and all of that. In that process, this is the way the project tends to say thank you for the referrals, and they get to pay you.
That's so insightful. Talks. Let's take you again on this. Practically, what are you doing to impact on the people? Be explicit and do it one after the other.
Thank you very much. I tend to get overly excited and I have to talk about this. So I will slow down. All right. Now, life is about impact, and life is about influence. Now, in the Diamond Project, we are very, very intentional in the way we have designed our project, our program, such that we're able to influence people. So, somebody said something, a man that is convinced against his opinion is still of the same opinion. Right? Now, we don't do convincing. We only simply influence by the virtue of the programs we bring to you. We know that leaders are leaders. You don't believe that. Every month we have books that we read.
Wow.
Because it expands our hearts, it expands our minds. Alright, so now we have 4 pillars in this project. The first pillar is mentorship, coaching, capacity building. The second pillar we believe is discipline, regimentation, and stoicism. So you can imagine inculcating a discipline habit on people. Alright, you can imagine getting people regimented, like in the military. So all of these things are habits that over time, when you engage with it, it changes you. Now, 5 years is backtrack 5 years. I can't stand in front of the camera as I am now. Wow. But this project has given me that. He has got that hard on me. Now I can see that I can talk, I can face you, and I didn't know I had that in me. So these are the things that the project has helped us to do. Now you know something. that what actually attracts money is not the real exchange of commodity, it's the value that you bring on. When you become more valuable because of the things you have learned, naturally you begin to become attractive. People will come to you, and then people can bring things to you. That is essentially what the Diamond Project is about. So, in rapid days, the Diamond Project is a vehicle. It's not the destination. It's a vehicle conveying people to financial freedom. So it's just a vehicle, basically. So I think that should summarize what I have to say about it.
And Arthur, bringing people to financial freedom. I think I like that too.
Yeah, I actually think that what you guys are doing is great. It's all going to benefit, especially the young people in Nigeria, because of the unemployment situation and financial freedom, but most importantly for those who have different ailments, one ailment or the other. And you know, there's something about poverty, hygiene, and you mentioned something about water, taking water, and the kind of water we consume, and the Diamond Project. Can you elucidate on that?
Yes, thank you very much. I love this as well. Yes, we are largely water. As I'm sitting down here, my composition is largely water. Okay, now, water is life, like we say. But now, in the Diamond Project, we found out that instead of just consuming ordinary water, which is already naturally good, you can actually step it up a little bit. Now, water, I'm not a doctor, like I said, but from my basic knowledge of biology and chemistry, water is H2O, 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. Now, we found out that hydrogen has potentially a lot of benefits. It's an antioxidant, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and all these properties in hydrogen. If we step it up, if we increase it, then that means we are going to have more antioxidants in our body. So we have this particular bottle. It's a normal bottle, but it has been clinically enhanced such that it generates more hydrogen into water. Now, normal potable water that you would have drank, you pour into that bottle and you generate hydrogen into it, and then you consume it. Now, what it does is that it fights free radicals in our bodies. So, it handles things like diabetes, it handles things like arthritis, it handles things like brain challenges, brain issues, and it rejuvenates you, gives you more energy. Now, these are properties of hydrogen, not just the water. So, when you get more hydrogen into water, you become healthier. You have more strength. In fact, it affects your skin glow. So these are some of the products that we benefit when we are part of this project.
All right. Aside that, is there any other products you have that one can?
Yes. We have loads of them. This is one that actually excites me. It's called noodles.
It's called what?
Cold noodles.
Wow.
Like cholesterol reduction.
Oh wow.
Yes, cold noodles. Now, we know that bad cholesterol is not good for our body. Now, what does cholesterol do? When it lines up the veins, it slows down the flow of blood. And then when it does that, your heart will tend to work excessively. That's why you see somebody just gets spent and it drops down. Because the heart is pumping and pumping like traffic congestion in the veins. Now, that cold noodles is actually made from fish oil. And when you take it clears out the bad cholesterol from the blood system. And then the blood flow can be eased. And then the heart begins to work normally. That's one of them. Then we also have what we call alkaline coffees. These are beverages. Now, instead of drinking just coffee, you now have alkaline in it. Okay. Now, we have found that cancer cells thrive more in acidic environments. So when you consume the alkaline coffee, you have alkaline in your body. The cancer cells don't have an environment to thrive. So what it means is that even genetically, if you have cancer cells staying somewhere in the body, that's alkaline environment keep them at bay. So you can imagine consuming coffee, consuming chocolate, and getting healthy. So these are some of the products that we have. A lot of them at time will, of course, not
permit us to exhaust them. All right, Tata. You know, when he mentioned coffee, I'm a fan of coffee. I'm a coffee fan. So I think I'd like to take that when we're done. So what do you think?
I love coffee too. Caffeine is not very bad as it's been said to me. So on this note, we go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the mentorship being offered by the Diamond Project in Abuja.
All right, stay with us. Yeah.
There are talented people on the street today who are doing different, who have different talent, who are looking for who will help them. They are on the street looking for a job. If you look at what is happening in our country today, people will say there is no job. I am here to tell you today that there are challenges, but we can surmount some challenges if we change the way people think, the way they see life, and the way they do things.
The idea is, when you control weapons in the hand of public, you reduce the level of violence. But if you have unauthorized persons carrying weapons, they will use it in a way that can cause fatalities among the population, which is what we are witnessing. So, and that also goes back to the border, goes back to the communities, because the communities know that man, blacksmith, who is making guns, who is he making the guns for.
But practically looking at it, you know that the gate of hell is pushing. Everything in the world and around is fighting heavily to make sure that the church is brought down. But to God be the glory, the successor of St. Peter is here.
Welcome back. We're still on the Daily Communion, reaching you from the Catholic Television of Nigeria, Abuja. Our guest remains 𝐂𝐶𝐞𝐵 Adebumi and Sandra Ohanu from the Diamond Project in Abuja here. 𝐂𝐶𝐞𝐵, Sandra will continue to brief our viewers at home on the benefits of this mentorship program. Really, take it from here.
That's very correct. Okay. It's been so insightful and educative. All right, now, you know, a lot of these multi-level marketing projects here and there, a lot of them, and in the past, who have been scammed out of their hard-earned money. And you know what most people want to do is to see where they can just better their life a little because of the economy, you know. So sometimes they just put their monies there, and before you know it, it's a scam. The government is actually doing something about it, I think. I know that. Is there any way we can be sure that this Diamond Project is not a Ponzi scheme like every other one that has existed before?
Thank you very much, Lily. I appreciate that. In fact, I must also say that I feel so saddened when I see people use their hand-earned money. You know, it's not easy at all, and it's one of the things that pains us a lot. And that's why it's a good thing that we're able to have the opportunity to shed light on that. The first question I always ask people when they ask me is, are you sure this is not a scam? I ask them, have you ever seen a fake have you ever seen a 5,000 naira note that is fake before? They look at me. They pause. Have I seen one? They said no. I said why? He said because there is no original 5,000 naira note. So I now flip the question. I let them know that for there to be a fake, that means there is an original. There can never be a fake without an original. So that means for there to be Ponzi scheme that are scamming people, there should be projects like this that are actually helping people. So with that, I go to the next thing. How do you know those projects that are actually authentic? Number one, Ponzi schemes don't have tangible products. Then you hear something like, oh, now they bring 5,000. And then you pay Mr. Auto, and then Mr. Auto pays that person, nothing tangible. But for our projects, we have tangible projects. There are tangible products. Once you connect tangible things like the coffee, like the bottle that I talked about, will be given to you, which is already a return on the first thing that you have put down. So you can already see something. So that is one flag. That's one thing you need to watch out for. Then you look at the products that are given to you. Are they beneficial? Are they just things that are going to rot in your boots or rot in your garage? No. there are things that will benefit you, like the ones I talked about, the cholesterol reduction, like things that are happening helping you, to stay out of cancer zone. Those are things that you need, so that's another thing. Then you look at the history of the organization you are coming into. We have been around for over 9 years. And we have offices all over Nigeria, and even outside Nigeria. This is something to relate with. And also, our management thing, there are people that you meet in the mall, there are people that are locals, there are people you meet in the mall, you meet them all over the place. So you look at the management, you look at the product, you look at the company itself, and then you look at the compensation plan that they put forward to you. All of these things that will let you know that, oh, this is what I can put my money in.
Wow. It sounds interesting to me, as the case may be. And if we're talking about something that is real, tangible, and then impactful, mean that you will not go about brandishing your products in public if it's fake. However, we need to take testimonies from people that has actually benefited from this, and that can testify to us and all that. And good evening, Sandra is here, and I heard Sandra is a beneficiary of all this. Sandra, please, can you tell us how you have been part of this, how it has impacted your life, and why you want people to be part of it?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Okay, if I'm to add to what the top consultant has mentioned earlier, one of the things that attracted me to the project was the validity of the project, because I discovered that the project pay tax to government. And aside that, I also realized that the testimonials of people who have plugged into the project, I looked at their life closely, and I said, yes, I want to be like them. And that was why I plugged into the system. It is said that the 21st century literate are not those that cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So with this project, I've been able to learn a lot, relearn on some certain things, and unlearn some certain habits that I shouldn't be displaying. And with that, I also have my health has improved a lot using the products. Okay. Starting like the H2O bottle he mentioned about, the corridors, even some other amazing products that are there. And not just me, my family members, people who I talk to also have benefited from it. And that's why I'm actually calling out to our viewers, come into this project and come and see for yourself. Aside gaining health, you also make money through this project and also build capacity.
All right, what we're trying to do on this program is to open it from all variables, all perspective that you may see and choose as you will want to. But what we have been able to establish with this discussion so far is that it's not a Ponzi, and we would like for you to hear how you can be part of this project, because I know you will be wondering, with all these beautiful packages and all that, how do we get to be part of it? So in answering that, Tokes, please tell our viewers how we can be part of this project.
Thank you very much. In fact, I want everybody that wants to have a better financial future, everybody that wants to steer and get into the driver's seat of their lives and steer it, to be part of this. We are so proud, to tell everybody. So to be part of us, there will be a number you can reach out to, because what we are going to say is not exhaustive here. Yeah. And a lot of things we are going to show you. The model is very visual. Okay, so we need you to come into our offices. We have offices all over Nigeria. We need you to come into our offices and then to be able to see for yourself. You are going to be engaging with us belly to belly, all right? And then, so a number is going to be displayed on the screen where you can contact us. And then once you get to that number, we will be able to engage you. We can give you email addresses, we can give you addresses, physical addresses where you can come to our offices and be part of what this project is about. So please just look at that and then you can reach us.
All right, the thing we're doing with this program is to be able to bring opportunities to you as it exists. Now, viewers, you have heard this very insightful and educative discussion creating wealth, and then leveraging, and then entrepreneurship skills, and all that they have done. And even on this, you will still make money, as the case may be. So we say the number on your screen is the one to call. You call and you get all the information. And with this, we have come to the end of today's discussion. We hope that we have brought you something that you would like to be part of, and we pray that as you go on to be part of this, your life will be better for it. Once again, we are transmitting from the Federal Capital Territory, and this is Catholic Television. The program is Daily Communion. And with this, we say, Talks, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, Sandra, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we will see you again after. That's the case.
Yeah, sure. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same station. Don't go away.
Bye.